Alright, so I'm doing another Super 7 news type of video, except it's bad news this time. So the last Super 7 news video I did was me talking about them doing the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Ultimates in 2024, which got me really excited because that's like my favorite turtles, and I know their TMNT line is very popular, so I'm looking forward to what they're going to show off when, they start doing the 2003 Turtles. But there's another line that I do collect from them, and that's their Disney line. So I'm just now hearing about this actually, but I'm sure some of you have already heard anyway. But unfortunately, Super 7 no longer has the license to Disney. This was actually confirmed by Brian Flynn on a video he did with Veebs on the YouTube channel Robo Don't Know. Now, I didn't hear about this news from this video. I actually heard about it from the Toy Anxiety live stream. Shout out to them as well. But they did a topic on this news, which is how I found out. What's sad about this is that not only are all of their regular Disney figures finished now, but that also includes their Simpsons line, their Muppets line, basically anything owned by Disney that Super 7 does is pretty much like done now. So how did they lose the license? Well, that's due to poor sales on their Disney and Simpsons Ultimates line. It's also the pricing as well, because we all know how ridiculous the price is on these. It's funny because when I heard that this was the actual reason, it didn't really surprise me because these Ultimates don't really come out as often compared to their other popular lines that Super 7 does. I remember the day they announced Disney's The Rescuers Ultimates, but unfortunately that was canceled. I'm guessing they didn't get enough pre-orders. Then they announced Nightmare Before Christmas being the next wave. This one I felt like it could have been its own Ultimates line. I just think a wave of Disney Ultimates should have a variety of Disney characters rather than it being multiple characters from the same movie. Like, we still never gotten like a Disney princess ultimate in any of the waves yet, so that's just weird. I know wave 3 has already dropped. I still gotta acquire that line at some point, but man, it still sucks knowing that wave 3 and 4 will most likely be the last ultimates of the line. Now on to the Simpsons line. I was actually excited when this line was announced because I also like the Simpsons, but once wave 1 was announced, that's where my excitement level went low. I mean, they look pretty cool, but I was expecting to see the main Simpsons family in the first wave, and then later on I would expect them to do other characters from the show. I mean, it's just weird how you don't, you do the Simpsons Ultimates lineup, but then you don't even have the main Simpsons in the line, or like in the wave, really. I would say I just thought that was just weird, but instead they didn't do that, so I skipped out on the entire wave. Yeah, sure, Homer was in this wave, but I just wanted a regular Homer figure. I didn't feel comfortable getting all of these Homer variants, and then the next thing you know, we don't get a regular Homer until like wave 11 or something, and I didn't want to do that. I hear like the Homer figure is actually pretty good. I hear it's actually pretty decent, but it still wasn't enough for me to want to grab it, because I'm just thinking like, okay, so when are they gonna make a regular Homer figure, or when are they gonna make the rest of the family? Because that's all I really cared about, really. I wanted to just grab them, and if I was gonna like the figures, then I would have continued to get other characters, and I'm still like excited for Bartman, because I know he's in the second wave, and I like Bart because he's my favorite character in the show. So like, I know I'm probably gonna end up getting that figure. It sucks because I now know that we're not gonna get a regular Bart figure, and then they finally revealed the family in their regular getup, their regular clothes and everything like that. But that wave isn't even happening because they don't have the license anymore. So yeah, there's that. And then I think like wave 3 was announced. I can't remember who was in. I think Ralph was in that wave. I can't remember who else was in that wave, but I just know that when that wave was announced, that also lost my interest. I'm just like, oh man, I don't know about this one. So yeah, that was the thing about the Simpsons line. I really wanted to get into it because I really like the Simpsons. I just wasn't a fan of trying to just get all of these variety of characters, and I just don't have the main characters in my collection. But yeah, it is sad though that they're no longer doing Disney and Simpsons products anymore. I don't understand why Super 7 always make weird choices when it comes to character selection. Like, I still can't believe they were trying to make a skeleton SpongeBob with a Splinter as an ultimate figure. I just thought that was so dumb, and that figure got canceled anyway. No surprise there. But yeah, I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this, because I just find this whole thing just wild. And I'm not hating on Super 7 or anything like that. I do collect their stuff. I've reviewed a lot of figures they put out. It's just that they always make odd choices when it comes to their products. But let me know, what are your thoughts on this in the comments down below. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. But until then, take care, my friends.